Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and we've got some exciting news for you on this Thursday, the 26th of May. This is your final day on the NSA silent auction. And I'll tell you, I'm excited about this because there's some great opportunities for you to take advantage of some wonderful resources. And matter of fact, I've got a special treat for you today. Joining us right now from his office in New Jersey is Ron Carr. Ron's the chair of the silent auction. Ron, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Terry. Thanks for all you have been doing with Mickey Williams on putting these videos together.
Oh, you bet. Glad to do it. But I understand we've got some wonderful opportunities. As a matter of fact, one of the biggies we know is Nido Quabain. Now, before we even get started, I'm going to twist your arm. I'm going to make you tell us a little bit about the goodies people are going to get when they get successfully bidding for Nido Quabain. Tell us about that.
Well, what we wanted experiences for our members. We wanted unique experiences. So I remember Land's End. This was a company that was known for its great customer service, and companies would trek to Maine to see how well they did it and how they did it. So Nido, as you know, is a great success story as a speaker, but he also became president of High Point University and transformed that university into a model of higher education. Mm-hmm. Companies have been coming to Nido and saying, tell us how you've done your transformation. So what we did was we talked to Nido, and he graciously agreed to put one of these packages up for bid for the silent auction. Now, Terry, imagine this. You've got a client, a really good client, or two clients, and you know they're going through changes. What if you could say to them, you know what? You're going to be my guest. You're going to come with me to High Point, North Carolina, and I'm going to introduce you to the president who just transformed this college into a model of higher education. He increased the enrollment from over 1,500 to over 6,000 students. He's going to sit with us for an hour and a half and share with us what it takes to do a successful transformation. Then he's going to be giving us a VIP tour. He's going to have his Dean of Wow do the VIP tour to see exactly what happened in the transformation. You'll dine in the president's dining room, and then you, the speaker, consultant, coach, whatever you are, can take your client to one of the higher education facilities and facilitate a conversation on what that company learned and what they are going to do differently to successfully ensure their transformation. So this is an opportunity for you to have a once-in-a-lifetime experience in enhancing your value to your customers or clients. Now, the other thing, Terry, is that this is something that you don't necessarily have to pay for. It's obviously something that if you wanted to, your client can pay for as part of the services that you give them. But it's just a unique experience that to add to the overall value that you provide for your clients.
Well, this sounds like a great opportunity, and I understand that also we have Brian Tracy, the Brian Tracy, world-renowned, offering his services to help someone in a special way also. What is going on with that, Ron?
Well, we all know Brian Tracy. I mean, I've been in this business for 22 years, and he started probably 22 years before I even started. And he's just the master at building a multi-million-dollar speaking business. And I've gotten to know Brian better on the board. And I have to tell you that every time he opens his mouth, I always learn a ton. Now, imagine this. You bid on Brian's package. You're going to get in the mail immediately his business mastery system, a series of DVDs and books on how you can create a kick-ass, a kick-butt business, which you can...
Well, that's okay. Those are technical terms that we use in the speaking business, Rod.
Yeah, you may have added that. In which you can create a kick-butt business plan. But it goes way beyond that. Once you've got it developed, you'll send it to Brian. He will personally review it. And then you'll go out to San Diego and sit one-on-one with the master himself, where he'll give you his critique of your business plan, but most importantly, coach you on any issues that you need answers to on what you need to specifically do to get to the next level. One-on-one time with the master, Brian Tracy. Terry, how valuable would that be for you?
I think it'd be incredible. I think for any NSA member, you think about it, here's a person who really knows his stuff. He's done it, and he can sit down and work with you. But in addition to that, Ron, we've got many other speakers, 10 other packages that are available in addition to this. And so there's a lot of opportunity. Tell us a little bit about some of them as well.
Well, all these packages are dedicated to opening up themselves, these individuals open up themselves and get into the core of what it really took for them to succeed. And, every speaker's business is different because it all relies on our personalities and also what we value in life. Naomi Roney, the consummate stage performer. And she has built a multi-million-dollar business with her husband, but she's also been a phenomenal speaker. And you look at her and you say that she's the grace and class and elegance of the stage. She taught us the privilege of the platform. How valuable would it be to go out and visit with her in Phoenix, Arizona for a day in which you can talk about your business, get her insights, and also hear her story and be inspired as to what you also can do to get to that next level. Ron Culberson, our vice president, who will be the president-elect this coming July. He has a side business. He's a humorist in which he will take people's material and add humor to it. How valuable would it be for you if you can just send your speech to Ron and he will bump it up with some humor, which at the end of the day is going to make you more money? Because Terry, as you know, if you want to get paid in this business, you need to have humor in your talks.
That's right. Very important.
Terry, did you ever write a book?
Oh, yes.
Okay, you know how hard it is, right?
Oh, yeah, it's a lot.
And you have all these decisions. Who to publish? Do I go to a mainstream publisher or do I go to self-publishing? How do I do a book proposal? What's the right thing for me? And we all have these questions, but we always wish that we had some kind of a coach who can guide us through this. Well, how about getting Matt Holt, the publisher himself of Wiley & Sons, one of the big business publishing houses in the country, who's published many NSA speakers, including myself, Shep Hyken, and the like. What if you could spend half a day with him in which he will be taking your proposal, he will evaluate it, he will then sit down and talk to you about your goals. He'll give you the full skinny of what's involved with a mainstream publisher, what's involved with a self-publisher. He'll help you decide what's the best way for you to go, and then he'll give you input on your proposal, and if you don't have one, he may even just help you write one.
Very good. Now, we also have many others there as well, and just so many we wish we had more time for all of this and talk about. But one particular person I know that has been very good is Jane Atkinson. She has helped a lot of different speakers. The nitty-gritty. And one of the things I love about Jane is that she is straightforward and honest. If you're doing something right, she'll let you know. And if you're doing something that needs to be improved, she'll let you know that also. And I understand she's offering 6 sessions with people that you'll be able to talk with them over the phone, over video, over line, or some way to help them out, and that is a real good bargain there as well.
It is. If you look at some of the top named speakers in NSA, quite a few of them will say that they worked with Jane. That Jane was a big lightning rod in getting their business to that next level. And she is obviously one of the consultants in this business. So yes, what would it be? How valuable would it be to you if you could spend 6 hours with Jane and she'll be walking you through a transformation on how you can increase your speaking business?
That's right. And, of course, Mickey Williams is going to be joining us. She's been helping on these videos, doing a great job. A lot of energy with her speaking school will be there. And, of course, Giovanni Livera, my buddy right here in Orlando, who uses magic but has built a multi-million-dollar speaking business, and he's going to be able to help people with that as well. I think some marvelous opportunities there that are just waiting for people.
Mickey Williams, obviously on the videos, she has a brand. That's what she's known for. Plus, she's a great speaker. She's going to teach you how to build that brand and market it in her speaking school. And as for Giovanni, the master. I mean, when you just sit next to him, you can just see that class just oozes out of him. But he's built this incredible learning center in Orlando called Time Compass, in which he's going to spend a day with you to talk about how to add pizzazz to your presentation. And then he'll take you to his villa that he built, a custom villa that has all these magical illusions, which will just be like, you're in Orlando, so you expect to be entertained because of Disneyland? Well, in this case, it's going to be Giovanni entertaining you.
That's right. He does a great job. Been there myself, and it's good. Now, we also have to tell everybody about the man, Willie Jolly. He's going to be there offering a lot of good services, too. Tell us a little bit about Willie Jolly and what he's got to offer.
Really is one of my favorite people in the world, and he has such a great heart. But he's a great motivator, he's a great singer. But do you know how he actually gets his business? He has decided to use the media as a cornerstone for building his speaking business. And he's got a top-rated show on XM Sirius during the weekend in which he has a huge following. So this package is you're going to actually go to Washington, sit in the studio with Willie while he does his magic, and then he's going to sit one-on-one to talk about your career and how you can specifically leverage the media, and he's going to give you the ins and outs of what to avoid so that you can successfully do that.
Exactly, and let's not forget Pagine Echeverria, who are also right here in Florida, just up there in Jacksonville, running a marvelous business. She's been able to tap into a lot of different markets. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, who should I go with? So be sure and check out her video as well. She has done a lot to help many people, and I know her business is reaching a lot of different corporations, reaching a lot of different people in many different ways, and it's something that can help you a lot in your business. And of course, Ron, as we know, all of this is going to help a lot of people because it's going to benefit the Professional Speakers Benefit Fund. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, being a trustee on the fund, you obviously get involved in it, and I've, you know, we don't know who gets help, by the way, because it's all confidential. But I've had people come up to me and say, you know, thank you, because I know I'm a trustee. I had no idea that they got assistance. But when you hear them talking, you can see the tears in their eyes. And, you know, I had one person say to me, and they said, you know, it was one thing to go through this terrible illness, and it was one thing to sometimes feel alone. But for the majority of the time, I didn't feel alone because my NSA buddies were there. But when that check showed up, it just unleashed a torrent of emotions I can't explain to you. And while it may not have solved all my bills, that level of assistance just meant the world to me. So when you think, it's not just the money, Terry, it's the idea that an organization is there to back you up and has your back no matter what happens to you in life. We saw it in Katrina when we were there for the speakers that got affected, and we see it with all speakers that have unfortunately come into some situations with some catastrophic illnesses. At the end of the day, this auction is about giving.
Yes.
Giving your hard-earned dollars, all right, to get some coaching at lower prices than you would ever get. But after you get that and you enhance your business, you also got something bigger in return. You're also able to give to others who are in time of need.
Yeah.
So this is just a huge opportunity to build your business, but at the same time to help each other out.
Exactly. Well, Ron Carr, it's a wonderful opportunity. We appreciate you and what you're doing as a trustee and all that you've done here and sharing this and putting it together. And I think we're going to have some great times as we benefit our own business, tapping into some of the great minds in the industry. Be sure and look over there. You'll see several different speakers. There's a lot of good there, more than we could even cover here. A lot of good there. It's going to benefit speakers through the Professional Speakers Benefit Fund. And I think the technical term is we're going to kick some butt. Is that right, Ron? Something like that. I like it.
And Terry, I just want to thank all the people that we just talked about who are giving up their time graciously. I want to thank you and Mickey Williams, and most importantly, for those that are bidding, thank you so much for your support. And now I think it's time for both of us to get off and let them go and bid.
That's right, because it all closes at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States, on Thursday, the 26th of May, which is today. So get with it, and we will talk to you a little bit later. Ron, thank you very much.
Thank you, Terry.